So recently I figured out something and I saw a comment on my YouTube channel and I saw this idea just manifest into my mind, and I had a feeling that I need to make a video regarding this. So this video is going to be a basic how-to guide on your higher self, what it actually is, and how to incorporate it and utilize it in your daily magical workings and in your overall life that you are leading. So if you want to learn more about magic, the occult, and the secrets that the higher self possesses, then continue to watch this video, and I will see you soon. So, hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Morpheus Toxin. I am a witch based in India, and this video is going to be a basic intro towards the higher self, what it actually is, and how to properly utilize it. So, I have been an occultist and a magician for the last 6 to 8 years. I don't at this point remember how I started truly, but I have experienced a lot of trauma and issues in my magical and my material life, and I am also a struggling magician in a way that I also go through the struggles that I teach about. So that's why most of my magic and most of my content that I release over here and over on my Patreon is based around practical stuff that everyone is searching for or they need. So in this video, we are going to be discussing the higher self. So what is the higher self then? You might be wondering. The higher self can be referred to as the most powerful aspect of the self. In order to tell you much more about the higher self, I will have to give you some history lesson and some philosophy and spiritual lessons. So it's going to be a bit longer, but let's just get started then. In regards to magic, in regards to the philosophy that allows for magical pursuits to happen, there are various systems and various approaches to it. In India, the ancient sages had idea about the human soul. They believed that the human soul is a divine spark, an aspect or manifestation of the divine. Every individual is unique, but at the end of the day, they are one with God. I don't know what you want to call it, whether it be God, whether it be the all, whether it be the source, whatever you want to call it. This is what I'm talking about. In the Hindu epic Mahabharata, when Krishna told Arjun that the fate has already been decided, it revealed that the human soul, the human mind, is very much aspect of the divine, and the divine is playing a game. In India, we say that the universe is just a game of God, and we are just players, and we are just characters in a theater play. So that is one way of how people look into this concept of the higher self, in which the higher self is at the end of the day God. And in the West, there was this religion of Orphism. So Orphism was a cult in ancient Greece, where they believed that the human soul was created from the spark of divinity that the god Zagreus had. So Zagreus is what Dionysus was supposed to be, apparently. So Zagreus was the god of death. He was the son of Zeus and Persephone. Yes, Persephone was his daughter. Yes. Or Zagreus was the son of Hades and Persephone. Different stories say different things, but at the end of the day, what happened was Zagreus was killed by Titans. Some story says that Zagreus was killed because Hera, the queen of the gods, was angry that Zeus again had sex with another woman and had a child aside from her. So that is why she meet some titans, go after Zagreus and kill him. And some stories say that the titans found him as well, alone, and it was just an accident. But whatever it be, at the end of the day, what came up was that when Zagreus was killed, Zeus found it out and then killed the titans. And so the ash that was the titan's body and the flesh of Zagreus that was within the titans, because the titans also ate Zagreus after killing him. He was a 5 to 6 year old, I think, according to the scriptures. And what happened was that the ash that was formed after Zagreus died and the titans died was used to create humanity. So humanity possesses the body of the titans, the flesh. We have the mortal and worldly pursuits, which are seen as evil. And then there was this higher form, the higher godly self, which was connected to Zagreus. The thing is, this is also a precursor to the idea of Gnosticism. Gnosticism said that humanity was created by the demiurge, and we possess the mortal body, which is a prison, but our soul is divine. It is more divine than the creator itself, the creator, Yahweh, or the false god. The thing at the end of every single discussion is that there is something beyond the human soul. There is something that the human soul possesses that is beyond that of the physical nature as well. So there are a lot of people that I've seen recently that are appearing and they're claiming that human body and the human mind is very much like beast thing. It is a mortal thing. It is something that does not need to be much more thought about. But what I believe, what I think that everyone believes is that the soul, the potential that we possess is divine. It is divine in nature, and there is something beyond it. And now let's just come a bit further into modern history. So you might have heard about Aleister Crowley, or you might have heard about Abraham Allen the Mage. So Abraham Allen the Mage was a Jewish rabbi who went to, I don't remember, I think it was Abraham. I think it was Abraham. It's been a long time since I've read the book, but the gist of it is that this Jewish rabbi went and found a Jewish mystic in Egypt, who taught him secret books and the secret magic, and that was called the Book of Abraham Allen the Sage, or the Mage, or whatever. Basically, it was a book of Abraham Allen. And what is Abraham Allen? What is the Book of Abraham Allen then? Well, the Abraham Allen book is a knowledge of the past. It is the knowledge of the ancient world. And what the ancient world had was knowledge of the soul. And in the Book of Abraham Allen, you will see the idea of the holy guardian angel, which was something that Aleister Crowley also envisioned and awakened in his own workings. Their idea is that the holy guardian angel is the highest aspect of man, our divine aspect that was unable to totally incarnate as a human being. And that is the idea of the higher self that most occultists and magicians just accept in their magical workings. Even I do think that my higher self is similar to that. So let me just tell you about what I think the higher self is. In my personal workings, the higher self is the divine aspect of humanity. It is the divine spark that was given to us. And before we were born, we were entities of light. We were entities beyond that of good and evil. We were entities that lived in astral. And this human incarnation is, at the end of the day, just a minuscule moment in our future. And before we are born, we are given a purpose, or we take upon a purpose to play in this game. This entire world, which is a theater, which is a play, we are just given a part of it to play. And what happens is that the magician, the witch, the wizard, or whatever you want to call it, awakens into the world. They awaken and they figured out that their soul is something more, because most of the higher self cannot incarnate onto the world. Only a part of it does. So it's like we're just a small character that the higher self is playing right now, kind of like a video game. And the problem is that the higher self is blocked. The human soul is inherently incompatible with the human body. Or it's not that, but it's like the human soul and the human body, it's very much seen as a testing program. It's a testing program in a way that the world is testing our power, the power that we possess, because in order to awaken our true powers, our true abilities, our true wisdom, we have to learn through struggle. We have to discard the morsel ideas, concepts, and then go closer to the divine. And you might be wondering, what the fuck am I talking about? Because at this point, I am saying stuff that most people are unaware about, or they think that it is very, fake, or it is very useless. You have to understand that the magic of the world is real. Humanity is a magical species, a species that possesses magic, a species that possesses the ability to influence and change the world. And when we are born, we are given this spark. And this spark will allow us to awaken to our true potential. But we waste it. And it's not just our fault. When we are born, when you're growing up, education system, our world, our collective doctrines, all of them are destroying us. All of them are just causing issues in our life. So let me tell you something. Our world is made to destroy us. It is not made to nurture us. And I'm saying world because our environment, the collective environment that we live in. But the universe is actually very merciful. The universe is merciful. It is nurturing. It is beautiful. But the world that we live in is created and is controlled by various people who are at this point acting as testing grounds. You might have heard about the Kali Yuga, the Yuga we are living in, an age where there is no spirituality, no wisdom, nothing. That is what we are. That is our situation right now. We are trying to figure out how to grow and develop. And we are in such a state that we do not have any ability to awaken to it, because previously every religion had some sort of rituals or cults that would allow for the spiritual awakening to happen. But nowadays it is seen as useless to be spiritually inclined. It is seen that people who go towards spirituality, they are worthless because they do not have the drive to live into the world. They do not have the material desires. And that's why they hate us. They hate people like us. And if you're watching this, then you're also a person who is into this, who wants to know, who wants to go and awaken themselves. And this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here teaching you about this magic. I'm here teaching you about how to go and connect to your higher self. Because once you go and connect to your higher self, your life is going to change. If you're able to, at a singular point in your life, connect to your higher self, then something incredible will happen. What will happen is that you will be able to feel the intense love, desire, manifestation come into your life. Have you ever heard of going to the church or going to a temple? And when you went there, when you went to the church, when you went to the temple, have you ever seen that you feel weird? You feel like there is, at some point, when the magic, when the energy of the church or the temple is at its crescendo, you feel an intense power, an intense feeling of love. Because the church and the temples, all of them do mantras, all of them do incantations. What they do is that they awaken you to your potential. For a split second, you're able to connect directly to your higher self. You're able to bypass the filter that we possess. And what happens after that? You let go, because the doctrines have said that you cannot just go and look into this with your own self. You cannot just, I feel this. Let me just figure something else out. Let me try to go and figure this magic thing, this spiritual thing on my own. You cannot do that, because According to them, you cannot do this because that will be dangerous. That will be danger to the doctrines that they have. And that is a problem. If you're watching this video, then you're disillusioned with organized religion. You're disillusioned with the world. And if you're watching this video till now, then it is very likely that you are very few part of the universe. You are just very less likely to be like the other people who watch videos on the internet about spirituality to make fun of it or to see and satisfy their curiosity. Because if you're watching this video till now, then you're special. You have a purpose in this world, and it's your job to figure it out. And have you ever wondered that why is my life just going so down? It is going so bad. Nothing is working out. It's because you're fighting with your life. You're fighting with reality. So I'm going to be posting a video on what I'm talking about on my Patreon within a day. This video is going to be discussing how humanity, human soul, human essence, and nature cohabit together. And that is the reason you are struggling in your life. Every single moment you think that your life is going to shit, it's because nature itself hates you. And if you want to know how to escape this, how to become better, how to be in tune with nature and just harness and get whatever you want, whatever you desire, then you can join my Patreon in the link below. In my description, there is a first link, and that link will take you to my Patreon. In my Patreon, I possess various wisdom, and I give it out to anyone who needs it. If you go and get into the 3rd tier, you will also get a ritual down on you every single month to basically remove the psychic filter and get you more closer to the divine. So this is your higher self. This is the potential that you possess, your higher potential, your purpose, and you have to deal with it. You have to awaken it. So how do you awaken it? So I'm not going to be explaining too much about how to awaken your higher self, because it is a very vast concept and there are multiple ways to awaken and get closer to the divine. So the best and the simplest way is by doing any spiritual ritual or meditation. And meditation is something that is hard for most of people. And what happens is that meditation, if they do not know how to do it properly, it will basically be useless in regards to spiritual pursuits. But there is another way, which is invocations and rituals. So invocation is basically calling upon an energy unto you. And by calling upon any foreign entity, any foreign energy inside your mind, inside your body, what it will do is that it will make you more in tune with your spiritual aspects. What it will do is that it will awaken you to your magical potential. It will awaken you to your highest form that you possess. The problem with this is that most people are afraid of spirituality because invocations and rituals are in their essence a foreign summoning. And because the Western systems, Western cults, Hollywood, all of them have made sure that summoning and invocations are seen as such brilliant displays in which, oh, there is this demon manifests in front of me, I'm getting possessed. This is why most people are afraid of invocation, because they think that this is what's going to happen. My life is going to go down to drain. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be useless. But at the end of the day, that's not what happens. What happens is that the world answers you, the universe answers you, and the spirits, they come to you, they help you, and they are helping you get closer to your own divine aspect or the highest self. See, I cannot explain much more about this within this video, but I'm going to be making more videos in regards to this. This video is not going to get viral, I know. Concepts like this, people don't like it, man. But if you watched this video till now and you want to learn more about this, subscribe to the channel, man. I would appreciate it. Hit a like, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. Have a great day. Take care, and check out my Patreon. First link in the description below. Or if you have any questions, want to have any rituals done by me, contact me on Patreon or email. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. Have a great day and take care.